My name is Courtney Collinsworth, and I am playing Tabatha and her Wonderland counterpart, the Cheshire Cat. I am a theater performance major. This is my second year. Tabatha is kind of Alice's mother figure in the show. She is kind of her spirit guide as well within Wonderland when she's the Cheshire Cat. The way that I approach developing my characters typically happen, I like to go in with a solid idea of where I want to go, the basics before we go into the rehearsal room, but a lot of that development happens in the rehearsal space. Compared to other shows that I've been involved in, it's been quite a few years since I've been in a show that is this ensemble heavy and this reliant upon the whole group to tell the story. It's so interesting because often you have one or two actors that you're playing against, scene partners in each scene. But here you're interacting with the entire cast at all times. And it's so interesting because the chorus and the ensemble often makes up the set and the visuals that you see, and without them you wouldn't be able to effectively tell the story. So in this show there really are no small roles. I always say that source material is God.
Source material is God.
First is Carol's original Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I mean, that's just, and foremost, that's the basics. And so I went through that, and thankfully I was an odd child and I had a fixation with Alice in Wonderland for a couple years there when I was in middle school. And so I consumed a lot of that media, a lot of the adaptations I just loved. And so I came into this with a very solid understanding already of the world that I was about to go into. But you also think, you know, you have the juxtaposition between Wonderland and the real world. And in the real world, you know, this was in the thick of World War II. So you have to do so much research, not only in the basics of what was going on in World War II, just the overall picture, but also what was happening on the home front in England and how it affected people every single day. Understanding what these people were going through is so important when researching and understanding how this script works and how we switch from these real world situations into this fantastical wonderland. My future aspirations in the theater world consist of continuing to perform. Performance is my number one passion, but a lot of times I wear many hats. So I also enjoy costume design, stage management, run crew, all those different aspects that go into making a show successful. So being involved in any of that would I'd be so blessed. I currently work at a children's theater and I love it, and I hope to continue that even as I progress in the professional world of performing and crew work and designing and all that sort of thing. So with this show specifically, I mean, every show you get under your belt helps you prepare better. You learn things every single time, no matter how many shows you've done, because there are new people that you work with every single time. That's the beauty of live theater, is that it's never the same. Why theater? I always tell people when they ask me that, don't go into theater unless you can't see yourself doing anything else. That's where I've been since I can remember, and my life has revolved around theater for the last 15 years, almost my entire life. I started when I was 7 years old, and anyone can tell you that it's been my entire existence is theater. As I grew up and started to think, you know, what do I want to do with my life as an adult? Like, that's a big question, and I explored a lot of different options. You know, people on different sides were telling me this, that, and the other, and I just decided that there's nothing else that I can be doing except for theater. When I decided to come to Sinclair to pursue my degree, it was actually quite a big decision because I was originally at another university studying theater performance. I was a double major in tech and performance, and I left after a couple years just to get some adult life experience under my belt and to get some work under my belt. And after my 2-year break, I was like, I'm ready to go back to school, and Sinclair was an obvious choice. So affordable, and it made going back to school possible for me as a working adult. I think people should come see Alice by Heart because it is a story about love and loss and growing up and victory over our circumstances. And, you know, people could argue with me, but I think that everyone can benefit from a story about overcoming. And something that my character says at the very end of the show is sometimes we overcome, you know, just by going on. And I think that whether you come see this show because you need a little therapy session or some encouragement, I think that that's wonderful. But also, if you just want to see it because it's fun, it's so fun. The music is incredible. The movement is so expressive and unlike anything that I had ever seen before. It's visually stunning and just a beautiful story, a beautiful script. I hope that our audience can come in and enjoy it just as much as we do on stage.
Barbie or Ken?
Barbie.
Reality or dreams?
Dreams.
Orange juice or apple juice?
Apple juice.
Pancakes or waffles?
Both.
Bacon or sausage?
Bacon.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Neither.
Land or water?
Land.
Bath or shower?
Shower.
Coke or Pepsi?
Diet Coke.
Singing or dancing?
Singing.
Binge watching or weekly episodes?
Binge watching.
Fruits or vegetables?
Fruits.
Ice skating or roller skating?
Roller skating.
Yay!